What's your name?
Ricky.
Ricky. What do you think, this is a serious question, what do you think is the greatest threat to Jewish survival over the last 3,000 years?
Anti-Semitism.
Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
I just want to ask you a question. What is your name?
Yankee.
Yankee. What do you think is the greatest threat to Jewish survival over the last 3,000 years?
The Arabs?
No. That's a good answer, but no.
The internet.
The internet. You think the internet is the greatest threat to Jewish survival over the last 3,000 years?
The internet is the biggest threat to Yiddishkeit today.
Got it. Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Could you explain that?
Yeah, when it went off the air.
What do you think is the greatest threat to Jewish survival over the last 3,000 years?
Well, the Holocaust. Naturally.
No.
Not the Holocaust.
No, that's not the right answer.
Over 6 million Jews died, and it's a third of the Jewish population, but that's not it?
That's not it.
And what is it?
Assimilation. Do you know that 59% of American Jews are unaffiliated in the United States? And it's projected that by the year 2040, we will have lost over 10 million Jews to intermarriage. It's a silent Holocaust.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Look, it's the trend. That's what's going on today. You know, I have a child that intermarried. And,
really? And how do you feel?
Yeah, listen, I'm not happy about it, but, you know, there's nothing you can do.
I just came back from a anti-Israel rally. I was in my dorm room and I got a message on my iPad about Israel, so I opened it up. I was very involved in anti-Israel protests. But this was a lecture about Jews and Israel and the connection between them, and it opened my eyes. As a Jew, I now understand what Israel means to the Jewish people. It led me on an extraordinary journey and trip to Israel, which changed my life, redefined my identity as a Jewish person. I'm now the president of the Hillel at my college. I plan to study in Israel next semester.
So I was hanging out with my friends the other day, and my grandmother calls me and asks me to set up this box for the TV. So knowing my grandmother, who can barely set up an alarm clock without my help, I head over there. Once I get there, she tells me that it's for this Jewish programming called Sophia. And I'm thinking to myself, Jewish programming, how many times can you even watch Hitler on the Roof? But anyway, I started watching some of the shows on it, and it's really good. So I've been even started watching some of the lectures, and it's really getting me to think.
I am a divorced woman with 2 kids. And I found out I was pregnant again. And it was totally unexpected. I tried to call the dad, but he didn't pick up the phone. After a while, he changed his number and he just disappeared. He vanished. And the first thing I thought was, I cannot do this. It's too expensive. Just can't do it by myself. So I decided to get an abortion. But then a friend of mine gave me this number to Hidabroot, and they helped me on so many levels. On an emotional level, they cared about me, they supported me. They were just one phone call away. I remember calling Ellen at 3 in the morning. She picked up the phone. And even before I gave birth, they took care of the financial needs, like a crib and a baby bath and a stroller. They were amazing. So then I'd switch it. I can do it. And I'm not alone. And all thanks to Hidabroot, everything is possible.
I was on a flight, sitting next to this young Jewish couple. And it was right after I broke up with my girlfriend, who was not Jewish. And they told me how they met on this Jewish dating service through Hidabroot. And then
here we are.
I was a waiter in a hotel. There was a Shabbaton for Hidabroot, and there was a lecture going on during lunchtime. It was very inspirational. Even though I don't have much Jewish background, it was very inspirational for me, and I've been on many Hidabroot events ever since then, the concerts and events, and I keep going back to find my Jewish roots. It's been really a big part of my life.
Hidabroot is one of the greatest Kirov organizations in the world. What they do reaches people literally around the world. The video presentations that they make, the wonderful lectures that they sponsor, both in Eretz Yisrael and in America. Now, at this point, they have the biggest Jewish kosher television station in Eretz Yisrael. They have over 400 employees in 40 different divisions. This seminar is now coming to America, and it's going to launch the Hidabroot website in English. Now, they have one, as we said, in Hebrew, that is watched, you would not believe, by 3.5 million people every month. That's amazing. And the reason it is so is because the content is so fascinating. Many different lecturers, many different speakers, both men, both women, and it's for those that are religious and those that are not yet religious and want to be inspired. And that's what Hidabroot wants to do in America and throughout all the English-speaking countries in the world.